Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving just as we speak to the ideal target here for the third wave. I talked about in the last video, I gave you this updated micro count that helped us understand that Bitcoin should, in this structure, move into this area with the dashed lines between 67,594 as a minimum for wave 3 of 5. Ideally to 68,507 or higher. And that's currently what's happening. So you were warned, The market reacted nicely to our support zone here most recently, just a few days ago, rallied from here, reached now the ideal FIB level at 68,500 for the next move up. Again, it's the first ideal target, right? Can always go a little higher, but I consider it an A, B, C structure because it looks as if this fifth wave is an ending diagonal. So we have the wave 1, we have the wave 2, the wave 3, a very long A, B, C structure. If we now get a pullback, that would be wave 4. All I'm doing here today is basically just communicating what the relevant support levels are that we have to track. Let me just double check something here. Okay, I need to move that down actually a little bit. So support should be here between 64,150 and 66,413. That would be the support. The focus can be still on higher prices against 64,150. And at the moment, it appears as if the price would, or the structure would need another 4-5 pattern. Expect maybe a little bit of resistance here at 68,500, just as we had a little bit of resistance here at 67,590. But we'll see. It doesn't really get a lot of resistance right now. Maybe if it just cuts through the level, then we get to 70K next. And then, I mean, it's not, you know, from here to the next FIB level, that's the jump to all-time highs, okay? Quite cool. Definitely very interesting. And it still seems as if we need another 4-5 pattern. So, yeah, no surprises here at the moment, but it is sort of surprising and not surprising. The structure told us what we have to expect. It's all good, yeah? Everybody was prepared who watched the previous videos. It's still, though, quite impressive how quickly it's all happening, right? It's still quite impressive. So I think the next upside targets are clear. The relevant support level is clear as well. If we get a break below 64,150, then we have to be watching for the next swing low after that, a break below that one as well at 61,370 would be good confirmation that a more substantial top has formed. And what kind of top would that be? I'd like to now transition over to the daily time frame, because obviously it seems as if this, so my perspective that I shared with you as at least a likely option that Bitcoin is heading to all-time highs and might then maybe just give us a wick into all-time high territory and then a decline. That is what is still reasonable, a reasonable expectation here in the white count. The white scenario is still valid, very much overextended. Still, just now, still leaning towards the white count. I have to say, though, if the price maintains above the resistance, so basically moves to all-time high and stays there, okay, so consolidating above the resistance area or something, it gets more and more probable that we are just transitioning seamlessly towards the green count. It's basically the same. It's just that in the green count, we are moving even more aggressively into the 100K region, whereas in my white scenario, which I still see as a little bit more likely, but the distance or probabilities are getting more and more balanced. So here we would have a deeper pullback in wave 4, then a wave 5, then another pullback, then a wave 5, but only sort of shallow pullbacks in wave 4s. Well, shallow, but they could still be 25%, you know. Whereas if we continue to climb, then this third wave gets too long to be reliable. And then the green count will be more likely. the white count will not be invalidated. It's just that obviously it's all about probabilities, okay? And yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting here, this structure, hitting here against the ceiling. Naturally, it has some difficulties to push through, but we're basically where, or have we already made a new all-time high? I just said that we are, did we already make? No, not yet. Okay, so here that's at 60, basically 69K, yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. And yeah, very exciting times in the crypto market. What can I say? The trend is up, logically. All we do at the moment is just to move up the support to indicate when we can have a confirmation that the top is in place. Until then, it's wise to hold a core position anyway. You know, that's what the green count tells us. There is a likely option that we go up very directly. Having a core position, very important. Being prepared, however, at the same time for a pullback can be helpful as well. So the way to manage that is, for example, taking profits from short-term positions, whereas keeping a core. There are many different strategies that all depend on your own risk profile. But yeah, all the counts I have on the chart are bullish, as you know. That's been very consistent over recent months, the recent year, really. There are still people out there who are bearish. I still find it astonishing. And yeah, I mean, they will remain bearish until the next bear market, and then they say they've been right. Okay, so that's typically how it works. But yeah, what can I say? It's all unfolding as the wave count prepared us. Yeah, so especially on the smaller time frame, 68.5K. I posted an update earlier today, actually, to members, and shared that this is sort of the next main level that we have to expect, because typically, you know, in a third wave, what we normally want to see is ideally this 1.38 extension, first ideal level. They can always go a little bit higher than that, but it's the first ideal level, really. And yeah, I mean, what I posted earlier here on the X network on Twitter, you might have seen it. If you follow us there, make sure that you follow us. There are additional updates. That was earlier today. I shared with you this count, and I shared with you that I have slightly adjusted the microstructure on the short-term chart, which allows us to understand better what's going on. It's not unlikely that the price will reach 68 to 69K in wave 3 or 5. That's precisely what happened today. Wave 5 of 5 could then send the price even higher before a top in wave 3 forms. Talking about this wave 3. So that was the plan for today. I think it's worked out great, in a great way. So it's worked out. And yeah, if you want to continue to get updates like that, short-term updates, other stuff about mindset and so on, feel free to follow us on Twitter, the X network. There are additional updates. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.